Welcome to Bourbon School. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Brian. It's time for a Bourbon School bell ringer.
All right, for all you non-teachers out there, a bell ringer is a quick review.
Right. So what we're going to do is a quick review of this bottle right here.
Then we're going to give it a grade, right?
Absolutely. So this is Uncle Nearest 1856 Tennessee whiskey. So before we get to the bottle, Lauren's going to give us a little history.
Right. So Uncle Nearest, he was born Nathan Green, but he was also an enslaved man working for Reverend Call in Tennessee. And Reverend Call ran a still in which Nathan made all of his whiskey. So he is actually the person who pioneered the Lincoln County process. And then he passed that process down to Jack, who was just a kid, Jack Daniel, who was just a kid when he lived with Reverend Call. And so he learned Uncle Nearest's process. Uncle Nearest would really be considered a master distiller, today. Right. So he learned how to do that sugar, maple, charcoal filtering system that is still used today.
Right. And so this Uncle Nearest whiskey is 100 proof. It comes in at about $50 for a bottle. And we are going to kind of here on the spot test it out and let you know what we think of it. And then give it a grade. So let's get started with first.
And the color looks nice.
It is. I thought initially it was a little light, but I mean, it looks okay.
Mm-hmm. As you can see, I mean, I've tried it. Brian hasn't tried it yet.
I haven't tried it yet at all. So this is really on the spot. Now, to me, I'm getting a lot of alcohol.
Yeah.
Like really strong alcohol. More than the 100 proof would suggest. But, okay. So let's just
go ahead. Should we taste it?
Yeah, let's go ahead and give it a taste. Better than Bradshaw.
Well, that's not a rave review.
It's a low bar. It's a low bar. All right. So, Lauren, what are your thoughts on this one?
Well, Brian, I really wanted to like it a lot because of the story behind it. Uncle Nearest is kind of one of those characters in history who doesn't get the credit he deserves for teaching Jack Daniel all he knew. And so I had high hopes for this, but it's pretty heavy-handed on the burn. There's not a ton of flavor with it. Yeah. And so I don't think I would recommend this one.
Yeah, I'm kind of at a point where I would pick this over Jack Daniel's. I would pick this over, now that's just Old Number 7.
Yeah.
I would pick this over a lot of really cheap bourbons like Jim Beam and such. I would not pay $50 for this bottle. I don't think it's terrible. I think we've had much worse bourbons on this channel.
Yeah, and maybe there are some offerings from Uncle Nearest that are a bit better that we haven't tried yet. Can add those to the mix sometime. But their basic 1856 is underwhelming.
Yeah, and to me, so my natural, because it's Tennessee whiskey, my natural instinct is to compare it to another Tennessee whiskey. So let's compare this to Jack Daniel's Bonded. I think the Bonded was far and away better than this.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah, I would say this would be probably a pass for me. I'm sorry, Carmine. My buddy Carmine recommended Uncle Nearest to do on this channel. Not a fan, brother. Sorry. But let's go ahead and give this one a grade. If you were going to grade this one, what would you give it?
I would give it a C+.
Okay. I think that's fair. I'm probably more like a C-.
All right. So we'll give it a solid C?
Yeah, solid C. I for the price, it's probably, you're probably going to be like, why did I pay $50 for this?
Yeah.
But if you went to a friend's house and they poured it for you, you're not going to spit it out.
No, and we're going to come out with our video soon on under $30 bourbons. And so I think we have some good recommendations.
Yeah, and I would take any of them over this one in a second. Yeah. So anyway, that's our bell ringer. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more. And please make sure you like, subscribe, share, and ring the bell for notifications. And cheers. I'm not drinking it.